Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Lockdown Thursday here in Melbourne, as well as Are You OK Day. And of course, let's continue the QAFLW interviews today that we've had. Of course, we're going from Asbury to Bond Uni. Now we go back up the coast to Maroochydore in particular and speak to the Maroochydore Roos team who finished in third position on the ladder in both the league and reserves. And of course, they've got a big crucial finals match this week. And of course, we've got three very special guests joining us right now to tell us all about it. Thanks all you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, each to introduce yourselves and what position all three of you play on the field.
I'm Chloe and I play on the wing most of the time, but I float up forward a bit every now and then.
I'm Ash and I play in the back pocket also. Yeah, sort of just go wherever they want me.
I'm Rach. I started off in the middle, but I think Moods realised that I couldn't run, so he's put me down back.
Now, of course, team finishing on third position on the ladder, which means it is a home final for yourselves. How's the preparations been like heading towards this really critical first week of the finals for the team?
The start of the week, it was really good, but we've got training in about half an hour and it's raining now, and I think it's meant to be wet weather as well on Saturday, so we'd probably prefer a dry game because a lot of our players are pretty skillful, but yeah, so we just hope that it clears up.
Yeah, it's been a pretty tough week of training, but nothing that we're not used to, so it'll be interesting to see how we go this weekend.
Yep, I
Now, I'll specifically speak to the senior team first. Your opponent this week is... So you is your opponent this week. Tell us how he's going to be approaching, I guess, this game, knowing that, you know, they didn't win many games, but obviously you can't really take them too lightly.
No, so we had UQ 2 weeks ago, and it's always a hard hit out with UQ. Like, they're a solid physical team, but they've lost one of their key players, Bree Conan, to an ankle injury, so that's very unfortunate for them and unfortunate for Bree. It's not so unfortunate for us, but you never wish that on anyone. But yeah, I think they've still got a lot of dangerous players that we'll have to be aware of. And we've also lost one of our young guns in Belle Smith. She broke her hand in Woolston Grange second quarter last week.
Yeah.
In the second quarter. She still played that second quarter out. But yeah, so we'll miss her because she brings like a lot of physical play. She's so we'll definitely miss her.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Chloe?
No, it should be a good game. It was pretty tight up until half time, and we just got a few good goals in there. But it should be a really good game. They're a good opposition, and yeah, it'll be a good one.
Now, now the reserves. To be honest, I've actually forgotten who you're playing this week. But I've got one of them right, just the wrong team.
Yeah.
Okay, well, obviously you got Woolston Grange this week. Now, I guess how you going to be approaching against them, and how did you go throughout the year?
We've had a pretty good season this year in the fact it's been pretty even in how we've been going. We did look a lot better than we expected at the start of the season. And we were undefeated until we came back after we could start after COVID again. And then we've had a few ups and downs, but we're still a very strong, solid side. And have, a lot of our girls have sort of gone up into the seniors, which we're really proud of them doing that for the first time. And we've got a lot of young guns as well. We versed Woolston Grange on the weekend, and they were a very solid team. Like, they've got a lot of physical strength in there. And we did actually lose to them last year in the quarters, so it will be interesting to see how we go this year again. Hopefully we can get over the line and get into the next round. But yeah, it'll be a really, really good game.
And on the reserves too, so they play Wilston Grange, who obviously don't have a seniors team entering the final series. So a few of their senior girls actually qualified to go back down to reserves. So, but our girls can do it.
Now, tell us a bit about the team and tell us a couple of players we should watch out for in the future, and you can't include yourselves.
All right, I'll start. All right, you won't see me anywhere. But, Chloe, yeah, Chloe's fantastic. She's a left footer. She reads the play really well. Yeah, I really rate Chloe. She's been really good for us this year. She took like hard knocks. She still plays a game out with like a broken face. She's usually way prettier than this. And another one that's really underrated, I would have gave her a shot in seniors, is this one.
No.
Yeah, she's really good. Like she can do it all. She just can't kick.
I struggle. No, I reckon definitely we've got a few really good little superstars in there, just sort of waiting till they hit 18 so they can see if they can go for the draft and things like that. Belle Smith, as we mentioned before, is a big young gun. Mickey P, she...
What's her last name then?
Oh, no idea. What's her last name?
Powder. Mickey Powder.
She's a real gun player. She is a fighter. Like, just you do not want her running at you on the field. I'll just step out of her way. Yeah, no, they're great girls. And then in the development squad, we've got Summer Jordan. She's actually top of the leaderboard at the moment, that we found out yesterday for the reserves best and fairest at the moment. So hopefully she can come away with that, because that'll be really good. And she's only 17 years old as well.
Yeah, she's a great player. Her name's actually not Summer. What's her name?
Why'd you put me on the spot like this?
Well, when she's famous, people aren't going to know Summer. They're going to know. It's like Tiaguana Sharana. Yeah, she's the beast.
Yeah.
We've got a girl, Maggie Harmer.
Yeah,
she's a bit of
Maggie.
a gun off the half-back flank. You'll see her running past with her hands. And yeah, obviously all of our AFLW girls, like they're always amazing. Just a good solid team all around. Watch out for everyone.
Now, of course, Rach just gave me a fantastic segue to my next question I'm going to ask, and this is specifically goes to Chloe. Now, I believe someone's told me that you're, of course, been part of the Lions Academy, but you're also been invited for the to go to the National Draft Combine next month. Tell us a bit about that, Chloe.
Yeah, so I got invited to the Combine. It's on the 3rd of October on my birthday. So yeah, UK. Nah, so I've been training really hard for that, and obviously I'm like a mature age, so I didn't get picked up last year, but I've gone through the academy again this year, and just been training really hard and working really hard to try and get drafted this year. But the Combine's a massive step for me, and yeah, I can't wait to just give it everything and see what happens.
I think she did a 6-minute 52K.
Oh,
I wish. Go for it. I wish.
Nah, yeah.
Don't worry, you'll absolutely smash it, Chloe. You'll be fine. Now, of course, I'll speak to the two team captains, Rach and Ash. For both of you, what did that mean to be team captains?
Well, for me, well, I'm a mature age person, so I guess it's time leadership found me. But it's actually been really enjoyable. Like, I've played footy for like 10 years, but this is probably the first year I've realised just like what goes on behind the scenes, all the people that like put in so much effort, like your team manager, the water runners, just like everyone. Like, I just appreciate that so much. And having a lot of young ones as well, you've got to make sure that they're okay and they're enjoying themselves, because it's so much time and effort that we all put in, like away from our families, or our families have to hear about football all the time. So like, yeah, you just definitely have more of an appreciation towards everyone really. And yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, same here. Like, you definitely don't realize how much time and effort does go on, not just with the coaches, but also just the team managers, like the council at footy clubs, and just everything in the background. There's just so much, even just paperwork and things like that they have to fill out. I've been actually a part of the senior AFL women's team at Maroochydore since it started, and I started when I was 17 years old. So it's been nice to sort of work my way up to a leadership role, and I feel really like, yeah, great that the girls wanted me as their captain, and yeah, hopefully just my speeches at halftime and quarter time and stuff, that they're not great, but it's more. I need to work on my that will come with time, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm gonna sing a song on the weekend.
Yeah.
Just to loosen up morale. Yeah.
I need something written down on my hand, because I'm absolutely terrible. I forget what I'm about to say because I'm sort of just trying to go in the moment, but I shouldn't.
Or you just make up your own words.
Yeah.
But
no, it's been really good. The girls are just great, and they just get around each other. And even though you're sort of captain, you don't really feel like someone individual and like spaced out from everyone else. We're all the same, and we're all the same team, and we're all equal.
Now, I have to ask this question. Obviously, it's been a pretty difficult year, and obviously it's been to pretty much every team I've had in Queensland. Obviously, he's played the first 3 or 4 games, then the COVID intervened in the middle, and then obviously he's got back into it obviously to finish off the rest of the year. I guess, how difficult has that been, juggling that for both teams to have? You played as it was normal, and then the stop, and then you're back into it again.
Yeah, well, we lost a couple girls over the break, just like with family stuff, and realizing that maybe like footy isn't kind of the be all and end all kind of thing. So that happened, and then I know personally for myself, my fitness was awesome before the break, and then we got the COVID break, and I was just working all the time, and yeah, my fitness is just. It's picked up now, but it went downhill for a bit.
Beast.
But no, yeah, I know it was really tough for everyone, but honestly, I think it's just good to be back out there, and it's been so good ever since we've been back.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. We actually sort of made a home gym at home, and my dad's actually the senior coach, so he sort of had to like keep on top of me, but it was good. Like, we got sort of the girls out there, we made sure we were all sort of doing our training programs, and when we were allowed to, I think groups of 5, when that sort of started, we could do outdoor training again, a few of us would sort of just get in and sort of message each other like, hey, do you guys want to go for a run, or things like that, which was really good, just to slowly keep our fitness there. It definitely wasn't what it used to be when we first got back, but no, I slowly kept a little bit of it, like ate a bit extra though. So
yeah, well, I was the same. I started off really motivated, super fit, and then COVID hit. Like, you know how like you're obviously super clean, like this hand sanitizer everywhere, no kissing. Well, I actually got glandular fever, the kissing disease. Hadn't kissed anyone. So basically my whole COVID lockdown, I was in bed. So I got fat, I still ate. So that's why I've probably gone from the middle to the back line.
Now I have to ask this question. How did all you get involved in footy, and why did you choose it?
I'll start. I got involved in footy, well, because I'm like 40. Actually, when I was growing up, we weren't allowed to play football, so I just went to the next best thing, soccer. And when I was able to play footy, I think I was like 20, so I was pretty old. I started off in Tasmania, played football till 6 years in Tasmania. That was good. Made every grand final, lost every one. And then moved up to Queensland and played at Coorparoo, and we won a premiership at Coorparoo. That was good. Then we went into the next year. We lost every game. And then Maroochydore, they had a team that come up into the QAFLW comp, and I actually lived on the Sunshine Coast, so I thought I'm going to go to Maroochydore. Met Ash, nicest person ever, and then I thought I can't leave Ash.
Oh,
so
stop it, cracking. Well, yeah, I started 4 years ago when we opened up a senior team. Both, a few of my best friends all played in the junior comp, in the under 18s, I think it was. And a few of the twins who are still in our team today, they literally just begged our coach, Stu Jackson. They were just like, we need to make a seniors team. Like, what are we going to do now that we're done? They're like, yeah, okay. So they dragged me along. Like, my brother and dad, they'd grown up playing footy. Dad was from Victoria, so was all footy mad and everything like that. So they loved it when I went and joined the same club as both of them at the time as well. So yeah, then just started and just haven't really stopped since, and has just really enjoyed the process and getting to know footy more and learning and working on my terrible kicks. And
you're actually a good kick.
Oh no,
it's like a boomerang. It comes back. Nah, no, she's actually great. Yeah, well, I actually played netball for like 10 years. So basically going to AFL was completely different for me, but pretty much I tried out for a rep AFL team, the Sunny Coast regional team, and somehow I made it. I played in joggers, like I played the state carnival in joggers, and I ended up making the Queensland team, and then it all just happened from there. And I quit netball, started playing AFL, and I was actually doing pretty well at it. So yeah, Dad got me into it. Yeah, well, Dad's at Rainbow Valley School. He runs the AFL Academy, so like he got me into all that, and it's been really good from there. Wouldn't change it for the world.
Now, what position do you already play on the field? And if you had a preferred position where you love to convince your coaches to put you, where would that be?
Well, I've actually, the last couple of games, I haven't been in a rotation, so I'm actually really missing the bench. Because when I was in the middle and I was on the bench, I thought, I actually really enjoy this because our girls are so good to watch. Like, our midfield are so, like, neat. They just, like, hit up the forwards. Our backline's really good as well. But, yeah, when I'm on the bench, I think, I'm happy here.
I mean, I'm sort of a floater of a player. So last year I spent majority of it in back pocket, also around there. And this year a little bit of back pocket, and they chucked me in mid a little bit, but I'm just not fit enough to be in mid. I've sort of come to the realization. But then I sometimes do like a bit of forward. It's nice to be up in the forward, and even though there's still quite a bit of pressure, you don't feel as guilty or something if like a ball goes into the goals from the other team and you're just like, oh. But then again, my kicks aren't straight, so I'm normally sort of like that defensive forward if I am up in forward.
Yeah. I play on the wing. I started in the midfield, but now I've started playing on the wing, and I've been enjoying it there. I think just for my speed and stuff, it's a good spot for me. But I really enjoy going forward and snagging some goals where I can. I always try and float down there as a wing. I'm like, nah.
Now, what does the sport of footy mean to all three, and especially being there at Maroochydore?
Well, like I said earlier, it takes up so much time. Like, you're there Tuesday night, Thursday night, Saturday, travel again Saturday. So for me, I really enjoy like the company of the girls. Like, it's awesome. They're like a family. Like, they're like little sisters that you never wanted. No, it's just like good vibe. Like, you know, if you've had like a pretty ordinary day at work, like you've got training to go to, like, or like when you have a game, you forget about everything else and just focus on the game. Like, yeah, it's just a good outlet, I think. It's definitely a healthy outlet.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely a healthy outlet. And it's just, yeah, good to be around people. And I love not just our team in general, like we're a really tight bunch as well, but we always try and get around the other teams in our comp and I don't know if you know this, but like after every game, like we all sort of huddle in a circle, both teams all mixed up, and just say like, yeah, congrats on the game, like tough game also, and just do our 3 cheers in there. And then like just mention like, hey guys, like feel free to come up to the bar and have a drink and socialize with us after, because water, because it's really good, and it makes sort of just everyone sort of a community, and it also just helps with all of us like bonding as well, making sure we're not just socializing at footy and in footy, just outside of footy as well, and just making friends for life and
get our followers up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a really good vibe there. Like the group is just amazing, and I actually really enjoy going to training. Like I look forward to it during the day.
And Chloe used to travel for like an hour to get to training.
Yeah, so it takes up a lot of time. I know a lot of girls live like an hour away, and it's just crazy travel time, but it's all worth it because the group's just amazing. We really enjoy it. So yeah.
Obviously, the AFL Grand Finals in Queensland this year. Even though disappointing of us Victorians, but that's okay. We rather send it up north for this year. But now, what did that mean to all of you? And especially, you know, with the QAFLW ladder as it stands, you actually beat all the Brisbane teams, not just yourselves in the Sunshine Coast, but the Gold Coast did the same thing. With the Gold Coast and Sunny Coast teams finished 1, 2, and 3 on the ladder. I guess, how good is that to, just put a stick into the Brisbane teams?
Yeah, I think it's great because I think it's Cooperoo that possibly have about, I could be wrong, like 12 AFLW players, 10 to 12 anyway. And then we have like a Astley that didn't have any, and obviously that showed like they didn't quite have the talent because they didn't win a game, which is unfortunate for them. But I think maybe it should be a little bit more even spread, because obviously having the Gold Coast Suns female team, a lot of them live down there now, so they just spread to the Bond Uni or the Coolangatta game. But Coolangatta, they've been great this year. And we actually haven't come up against Bond at all this year because we all travelled down 2.5 hour drive, got down there, and
that's right.
COVID scare. That happened.
Oh.
I really enjoy beating the Brisbane teams because they've got heaps of AFLW players, and for us to only have four? Yeah, for us to only have 4, like it's an awesome thing, and 2 of them are really young. It's the best thing. Yeah.
Now, what will be your advice to our listeners, especially on the Sunny Coast? Now, of course, I'm from the Sunny Coast myself, not too far away from the Sunny Coast, in Hervey Bay. But for everyone that should come down and play the sport of footy down the Sunny Coast, I guess how can they go about, coming down and support or even get involved for the 2021 season?
Well, we've actually had some girls even just sort of call up recently. A girl who actually lived in New South Wales, she came up here on placement sort of pre-COVID, and then COVID hit and they offered her a job, and now she's sort of just stayed, and she actually just came and popped her head into training a few, like 2 weeks ago or so.
2 weeks,
And she was just like, hey, like I know I can't play this season, but can I just like run water and help you guys out? And she's been great. Like we're all good mates with her now, and it's a really good way to meet friends and just have loads of fun as well. You don't need any experience. Like as like Chloe said, like she jumped in just in a school team, and next minute she's a little superstar. So come down and have a kick. Like if you're not feeling like you can't, if you're too old or anything like that, like cracky.
You're never too old. I think actually our fittest player in our team is 40. Yeah.
And
like the quickest, the fittest. And if she didn't handball it so much, she'd probably kick more goals.
But you don't have to be like, if you don't want to play footy, you don't have to, but you just want to get involved in the footy club. Like we've got heaps of opportunities down at our club to just help us out and be a part.
Always need a timekeeper.
Yeah, always need a timekeeper and water runners. Like But if you are looking to start up AFL, why not? Like, what's the worst that can happen? You can always just, if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. Come down and have pre-season training with us. Like, yeah, just
find Ash on Facebook, Ash Moody Johnson. Johnson Moody. Sorry.
Now let's finish up with a couple light-hearted questions before you have to head off to training. Firstly,
it's raining. Take your time. It's raining.
Now I have to ask, who had the most embarrassing moments on the field this season, and what was it?
This year.
I know one of our girls in our dev, EB, her name is. She just trips over herself all the time, and she'll be like running and nothing will be in front of her. She'll just trip over. She actually like did it at training last week on Tuesday and did her back out, so I couldn't train Thursday. So had to go to the physio and sort of just get it back into place. So she's probably the most clumsy, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I can't think of it. There's nothing that comes to mind. There's like EB's offside at Ash Hales. She always kicks the ground, and then I don't know how she doesn't break her wrist, because then she punches the ground because she's so angry. So then she's probably got a sore wrist and a sore ankle. But no, there's nothing embarrassing.
That I can think of.
No.
We're all
Oh.
Yeah, we all make smart decisions. Yeah.
Now I have to ask, who's the comedian in the team?
Crap.
Oh, me, I'm shy.
She's shy, but not really.
I am, like, I'm shy. The comedian, no, in our team, Talia Randall.
Yes.
She comes
Oh,
across
that's right.
like, she's so quiet and so polite, and she'll be like, oh, thank you. Or like, she's just really polite. She sort of comes across like, she reminds me of my grandma. And then all of a sudden, she can just be like really, really random and think,
Just comes out with the one-liners.
yeah, and you think, yeah, you're funny.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, she's very funny.
Yeah, and I reckon probably Ash for Dev.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I sort of
definitely.
just say stuff without thinking, and then it's funny because it's just wrong.
Yeah, or it's like what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the best singer and dancer in the team?
I would say I'm the best and the worst.
Oh, well. You don't need to float her boat.
No, singer. We've got a few musicians and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We've got her name's Kaya Kingsley on Spotify. Check her out.
Yeah.
And she's an amazing singer. She's got a few songs and have produced a few things. And then we've also got Mickey. She's a real good singer as
Mickey
well.
P
Mickey P again. Like she just at the moment sort of does covers and things like that, but has her own Insta and yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Maggie's a good dancer. She was dancing a WAP the other day.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think Belle Dawes, is she a rapper?
Oh, yeah,
I think
Belle.
she's like a female Eminem.
Yeah. That was a rapper.
did any of you try anything new during the lockdown that you've had? And was there a hidden talent that you didn't think you had?
I didn't know I could sleep so much. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Learn how to nap.
Yeah, I was a really good napper.
I was the opposite. I got a job like 2 or 3 weeks before COVID hit. So I had to start working like 9 to 5, and I had to struggle like not actually having a nap in the day. So I learned I could not nap in the day if I needed to. I know it is.
Yeah, I just worked the whole time pretty much. I had 2 jobs, so I was just working 4:30 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. So pretty boring.
Yeah, do we?
Yeah.
I don't do much in lockdown.
Yeah.
We'll finish off with a 2-part question. The first one is, do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
So I'll go then. So I really like it's hot up here. Like it's not like Vic where it's like cold. So I always like to have a fresh mouth. So like I like to clean my teeth before I play. Like or like run water on my mouth guard and make it all nice and wet, because there's nothing worse than when you've got to put in a mouth guard and your mouth's all dry. So I clean my teeth. I don't know if you can see it. I clean them a lot. Yeah, I don't even use whitener. I just use Colgate.
I wear my game day. What are you doing? I wear my game day sports bra to bed the night before.
Oh, the night before.
Yeah, I wear it the night before, and then I wake up and I'm ready to go.
So you don't shower when you wake up?
No, I do, but I just put it back on.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have the same sports bra I wear every week. Or if we're having an afternoon game, like I'll eat breakfast at like 9 a.m. and then won't eat lunch because that would just make me feel sick.
Yeah, I don't do lunch.
Yeah. And then, or sometimes I have like a mid-game snack if I'm hungry.
Mid-game. Like a jelly bean.
Or no, like some chips or something.
During the game?
At halftime.
Yeah. I get hungry.
I should try it this weekend.
Yeah. No wonder our third quarter's sluggish. You should just stick with the orange.
We'll finish up with this one last one, which is who has the best nickname in your team?
Nickname.
Well, hers is Crack, which I think is pretty funny, but it's also her last name.
Not a crack addict.
then we've got Bender.
Oh, yeah, Bender.
Bender.
Yeah.
She does actually go out quite a bit, but it's actually more just because it's her last name as well.
Yeah.
Dusty?
Who's Dusty?
Belle Smith.
Oh.
No. Oh. Have you heard that?
No. I call her Bella.
No, Mooch calls it all the time. Dusty, because she's just good.
Oh,
she's just
yeah, mine's Gregor. I don't know how that stuck on.
Yeah, Gregor.
Gregor. Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh no.
What names do we have? We've got a girl in the twos called Betha. When she gets the ball, we say, "Go, big Betha," because she is a beast to the chip.
Yeah.
As soon as we finish this, I'll think of a nickname.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, I have to finish up with this last one. Now, you might as well give your play sponsor a shout out if you have a play sponsor.
My dad, Crack Trading. Thanks, Dad. Keep it coming.
My mum, Love Works. She's a celebrant. If anyone needs to get married.
I don't know what I pay myself, so.
Big working girl.
Well, you might have one by the end of this interview, Chloe. But thank you so much for joining us. It's awesome having all three on the show. This is probably the best one we've had this year so far.
Thank you.
Just say that to everyone.
This one's absolutely topped it this year.
Thank you.
But, best of luck. Please send our best wishes to your team for us, and hopefully you can get over the first week of the finals and hopefully on our way to a grand final.
Yes.
Thank you heaps for having us.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been great.
No worries. And that's Rachel, Ash and Chloe there from the Maroochydore Roos women's football team. Make sure you get out there to the Maroochydore complex there. Of course, this weekend, of course, they take on Wilson Grange in the development team as well as UQ in the senior team. Of course, all the details and the times and that will be putting up on Friday. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on Lockdown Thursday.